Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today is the review on our 112 scale Huina RC excavator that I picked up from banggood.com, and I also ordered another machine from them too, which is a dump truck. It's on its way here, and then they have one other, and then I'm ordering a whack load more of these things in different types of machinery from other places. Anyway, so this is a 2.4 gigahertz machine, which is good, so you can run multiple machines and not worry about, frequency interference. Does have a metal bucket, which is really kind of cool. I've seen these with a plastic bucket too, but I got one with a metal bucket. The metal is actually going to be a lot more durable, I think, in the long haul, and it is aluminum, so it's not going to rust on you. Does have a pretty durable paint job on it as well. I've added my own scale driver in, so if you've seen that video, you'll already know. Now, this compartment holds a 7.2 volt, 700 milliamp NiCad battery. However, you can run LiPo batteries in this thing, but you will need a LiPo alarm. So otherwise you'll destroy your LiPo battery. Anyways, so now the charger is a USB charger. Now you have to have 5 volts at 1000 milliamp or 1 amp for the input power, and it'll convert it with this little daughter board inside over at 7.2 volts, 250 milliamp, okay, which is pretty awesome. Now, in the box, you're going to get your excavator, your charger, your battery, your radio, and you should get a manual. I didn't get a manual. So when that charger is flashing, that means it's charging your battery. When it stops flashing and there's no light at all, that means your battery's charged. So anyways, and they say this is 15 channels, 680 degree rotation. Okay, well, it's definitely got an awful lot of buttons there, so they probably count their channels a little different than the rest of us, but these two up here, they're for swinging left and right. This one and this one runs the main arm, this one here. This button here runs this arm, and the other button over here runs the shovel or bucket. Of course, forward, backward, left, right, all that jazz. You have a program button here that you press down, and then you just go crazy with doing this, and this, and this. Then when you're done, push this button, boom, it'll go and do it by itself. That was kind of a dumb feature. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. I guess they do it. It's entertaining, I guess, for kids, but, they do rate these things for 14 years of age and up, and I don't know many 14-year-olds that would actually find that amusing. I know I certainly do not. But anyways, so the radio uses 2 AA batteries, okay, which you'll have to provide yourself at least, but you do get the main pack for the machine. Now, Banggood does carry spare battery packs. Okay, no problem. You can get them. As far as other parts available, I've seen nothing as of yet. Don't know if there will be either. But it is high-end toy grade. It's not a hobby grade machine. Okay, and don't expect this machine to perform the way the hobby grade machines do entirely. You're not going to take this machine and make that bucket slam into your grass in your backyard and rip it up and start digging big holes. It is not made for that, okay? So beach sand, regular sands, I've lifted heavy sandblasting sand with it because that's all I have for sand at the house right now. Pre-broken up dirt and soil wouldn't be a problem. I've lifted some heavy wet snow with it, have no issues. My son has played with this machine since I got it. And my friend Jordan from Jables Outdoors was over the other day, and I let him take it for a spin with the sandblasting sand, and he was able to get quite a few full buckets full of sand and not stressing the machine out, so that's good. Now, there are also a lot of safeties in this thing, which can probably scare the hell out of you the first time it kicks in, which I'm going to show you, those safeties. And but they're there for a reason, so you don't break gears. But if you wanted to convert this thing to a hobby grade level type machine, you could certainly do that. I don't know if it's been done with this model, but I know it's been done with the hobby engine versions of these type of machines, okay? And a couple of YouTubers have done that, and hey, it's pretty cool, Me personally, I'm not going to spend all my money into doing that sort of thing to hobby grade them out, because even at that, it's going to cost you some money, And it would still be a lot cheaper, mind you, than buying a real hobby grade 1 machine in the long haul, but I'm still not going to do it. But I mean, if you use the machine and you figure out how to use this machine properly and the others, you'll have an awesome time with these things, okay? Now they do rate 30 minutes of run time. That timing is pretty much bang on, plus probably a little bit of extra, okay? So I know that the run time specs are great. This rotational thing is 680 degrees though. I've never heard of 680 degrees. I've heard of, 320, 360, I've heard of 240, I've heard of 180. I've heard a lot of different numbers, but never 680 in my life. And even at that, 360 degrees, now that's a full continuous rotation. That's all the way around, and all the way around, and all the way around in every direction, left and right, right? So it should do it, but it doesn't. So here's what you're going to get. You got to fire the machine up first. You're going to have a flashing light. And it should bind. That didn't work right that time, so there we go. It has to be close to the machine when it initially binds. I don't know why. Okay, so let's turn off that nasty noise. That's the engine noise and the flashing, their idea of a strobe light. Anyway, so lift this up. Okay, right to circle. That's it. Okay, back to center. All the way left to circle. That's it. Okay? That's not even 360 degrees, so I don't know where they come up with 680. But whatever. It's more than sufficient swing room to do whatever you need to do. It's fine. Alright. Speed test. Let's have a speed run. That's it. That's all you get. Okay, so turning. You can turn on one track at a time, or you can use both at the same time. Yeehaw! Lots of fun. Alright, now this engine sound stuff, when you do different buttons, you'll get a slight different change in the sound. So when you push those little clutches in, you hear that. So, it's going to save you from breaking gears, bottom line, okay? Now, put this in. Yes, it can lift its weight. Not a problem. Okay. So, I've pushed this thing pretty hard. I've not had any problems whatsoever. And I've got a lot of run time on this already. And like I said, my son played with it for a while. Jordan from Jable's Outdoors was over yesterday. He played with it for a bit. And, it's a pretty impressive little machine. I like it. It could use some counterweight, a little bit more in the back. It has some, but it could use more. But hey, I mean, even for what I paid for it, it's an awesome little rig, guys. I mean, I really like it. So hopefully the dump truck that I got coming in and all of the multitudes of others do equally as well. But anyhow, so let's go over some bad points here. First off, it does need more weight in the back. It's got a little bit of tipsiness to it, but if you're, really careful and not really over pushing, that bucket full of stuff, I mean, you could probably compensate for that and not have really too much, tipsy issues. However, it could use weight, and pretty much every video I've seen, which, even though it's not a lot, on YouTube, everybody agrees, it needs more weight in the back. Now, the battery charging system, although USB is kind of cool, I think they could have done a little bit better job in put an actual AC charger unit in, but I guess compactness, I don't know. But I do find that's a little bit of a, I don't know, because not everybody, has 1,000 milliamp output on a computer now, do they? Well, I've got 3 amps on mine only because I have a powered hub. I wouldn't dare plug it directly into the back of my computer because I don't think I have that much. I'd have to check the specs on my comp, but the more stuff you plug into your computer, the less you're getting, which is why I have a external 3 amp hub on my computer, so I don't have to worry about it, which is why I say they should have actually put in an AC power pack, but whatever. It doesn't have a lot of speed, which is fine, but it does have some really good torque too. It does perform, I would say, as advertised, okay? You can take this thing into the water, but only up about as far as maybe here. I wouldn't go much further because your electronics are in here, so you don't want to get them wet, and there is a open port here underneath where the speaker is for your sound. So, if you're going to go near any kind of water, make sure you keep it, as low as you can, right? But otherwise you should be okay. The rubber tracks are fine. They're not soft, but they're not hard, which is good, so they should last, quite a long time. Right now, there are no replacement parts available for this thing other than a battery. Okay, so I don't know if there's going to be future parts access. Hopefully there is, because that would be awesome. But yeah, so USB cable, I'm picking that on a little bit. The counterweight, it does need a little bit more. There is a counterweight in there. I've had it apart because I put my own scale driver in, so could use a little bit of extra weight there. I think the clutches could have been set up so that they didn't cut in quite as soon, because sometimes it does become a little bit bothersome to try and pull something up, and it's like already, but then you just kind of got to figure out the machine though, and work it out, and they shouldn't kick in too much. But at least they're kicking in, which is good, so I know I'm not breaking gears, because you don't want to bust gears. That would suck. So it's not exactly a cheaply built toy, but it's also, it is a really good toy for the money, and it does perform well. So sand, yes. Light snow, yes. Heavy, wet, slushy snow, well, I've done it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time, just because it's kind of, it's more fun if you can dig into a lot more snow and, create like a tunnel or something, Wet snow you're not really going to do that with, and the machine does struggle a bit with the wet, heavy snow anyhow. The sand is fine, beach sand will be fine. There was a company video on this machine where they were in the water and digging up crap from, going into the water, digging stuff up. So, I mean, it can do that because that's all wet, mucky stuff anyway, so you'll dig a certain percentage of stuff up with it, I'm sure, without any real difficulties. The 680 degree rotation, like I said, it doesn't even do 360, but that's fine. But it would have been nice if they had advertised it accordingly to what it really truly is, okay? And if you're gonna, say something like that, hopefully it performs that way. So that was kind of a bit of a disappointment that way. So a few little nitpicky things. We're gonna put this thing at 3 3/4 out of 5. I think it more than deserves it, even with a couple of quirks. And the fact is, guys, it's not perfect either. Nothing is perfect in this world. That's an automatically, starting to ding stuff, right? But realistically, I think it does deserve 3 3/4 out of 5. I mean, I have a hobby grade charger at home, so if this, USB charger decides to give up on me, at least I have a hobby grade charger. Not everybody does. Though I would recommend buying a hobby grade charger, and you'll have a lot better experiences with charging the battery. Probably go a lot quicker for you too. Anyways, overall, guys, great little machine, worth the money for sure. Like I said in my one video with my discount points, it came up to like 104 to my door, so it was an awesome deal. And there will be many, many more of these machines coming from, other places, because I only have one more I can get from Banggood that they carry right now. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think. I think it's a great little machine, worth the money, and it's a load of fun, and certainly it does save you spending thousands of dollars on a hobby grade machine, which not a lot of us have that kind of money. So till next time, catch you later.